But the time goes on, and by the summertime, the angels surprises them by the well of Horneiro in house of Lucia, by the well. One day we were playing on the stone slabs of the well down at the bottom of the garden, belonging to my parents. Suddenly we saw beside us the same figure, or rather angel, who asked, "What are you doing? Pray, pray very much. The most holy hearts of Jesus and Mary have designs of mercy on you. Offer prayers and sacrifices constantly to the Most High." And then Lucia asks, "How are we to make sacrifices?" "Make of everything you can a sacrifice and offer it to God as an act of reparation for the sins by which he is offended and in supplication for the conversion of sinners. You will thus draw down peace upon your country. I am its angel guardian, the angel of Portugal. Above all, accept and bear with submission the suffering which the Lord will send you." So these children were by now, had been chosen for a great mission. God wanted at all times that they would offer prayers, sacrifices, penance for the salvation of souls, to draw the peace from heaven to earth. And Lucia, when she asked, she got the answer of everything you can. So this is not, of course, only for the children, it's for all of us too. Anything in our lives that happens every day can be a prayer if you offer it up to God. Even an accident, an illness, something that makes us lose our patience, and probably say, instead of saying a bad, harsh word, transform that and we offer it up, and it's one prayer that heals us because we all are poor sinners and helps save the other sinners. God uses that, as we are going to see now. These words were indelibly impressed upon our minds. They were like a light which made us understand who God is, how he loves us and desires to be loved, the value of sacrifice, how pleasing it is to him, and how on account of it he grants the grace of conversion to sinners. It was for this reason that we began from then on to offer to the Lord all that mortified us. So we see here how the little children saw in this light of the angel this mystery of the Christ's mystical body, of which Saint Paul preached so much about. God uses anything we can do, a little prayer, a sacrifice, anything, he can use that to heal, to save somewhere in the world someone who is needing that exactly that moment, that grace. Who knows that right at the moment of death, just to ask mercy, Jesus, God, have mercy on me, to be saved and not to be lost into eternity. It's this love of God that wants to be corresponded, to be thanked, and it is in this loop that more graces can come. If we thank the love that God gives us, we keep thanking him, all this thanksgiving brings even more graces. But there is one important thing here. When he says you will draw thus down peace upon your country. So this is the solution for the peace in the world that is so much wanted. In all these places, troubled spots in the world where war is raging, people suffering, where there's famine, all of that. We can start, if we cannot go there physically to help, but we can, with our prayer, sacrifice, can help that the situation is mitigated. And then it says, I am the angel of Portugal, which means if Portugal as a guardian angel, of course, so every other nation as a political entity as also guardian agent. The United States of America, Canada, England, Ireland, France, Italy, Spain, each nation, as we know too from the Old Testament in the book of Daniel, at some point is mentioned there the angel of Persia. Above all, accept and bear with submission the suffering which the Lord will send you. How important is this? Also for the times that we live now, these pagan, hedonistic times in which society only wants the pleasure of the moment and not the suffering, and thinks suffering is completely worthless. And so the poor elderly, they want now to kill them by euthanasia, giving them an injection because poor of them, they must die with dignity, why should they suffer, let's shorten up this suffering. It's a terrible crime. Life is a great gift from God, from the very beginning of conception until the very moment, until death. And only God has power over our lives, no one else. So here we see how for God all the suffering has a value if we offer it up. How much more peace would there be in the world if the millions of people suffering in hospitals or at home dying, if they knew that their suffering united to the cross of Jesus in Calvary, to his sufferings, can do great wonders, can do miracles, can do healings, can do conversions, which is the most important thing. So this was the second apparition at the well of